Hello everyone, it is I, Bizarre Monkey. We are here with, Perseverance. It's been a long time in the works. As you can see, we've now Nobler's got, another animation. If I dash around, and you can see the HUD down here is done. I haven't blocked off this part of the map, but it's fine, it's only this much. As you can see, a bomb glove, shotgun, ultimate annihilation, this new thing, and a bunch of other stuff. We'll get to that later. Anyway, so for this preview, I wanted to show off basically just what I've been able to do. So I've basically been entirely redoing how the HUD works in some cases. Like some things like health and stuff are pretty much the same. And also the way characters animate now. So for example, if I show dash while I'm running, the running sprite is actually the same. Where if I'm just still, you can see that the still sprite is also the same. Sorry, pretty much the same. That's really loud. There we go. That's better. Okay. So yeah, as you can see, got some good functionality going on here. And yeah, it'll also do it for walking, which is very hard to tell. But yeah, it all merges perfectly. So that's that. I've also been working on weapon selection and that. So first weapon we're going to show is weapons are also now bound to the number keys. So I just press 2, and that will let me fire the shotgun. As you can see, the shotgun has been radically changed. It used to do a basic speed tile in front of you attack. Now it's a projectile based attack, meaning that the projectiles have to be able to move for it to fire properly, so it doesn't just jump. But it also has shrapnel that goes up in size. So yeah, good fun. And of course there's the it'll also stop on a collision. For example, if we go up this wall here, if we try to shoot here, yeah, I just hit myself. But yeah, that's the shotgun as of now. It's been good fun to work with the sound and make it much more satisfying to shoot. Now I just pressed 3. That's the Orbs of Annihilation. Now you notice she disappeared for a second. I'm not sure what it is. I assume it's one of the animations that sends it, but now it's, yeah, as you can see, you also might notice from previous versions that the health down here is and the rounds are a lot longer. That's because you now have 200 of each instead of 100. So for example, shotguns still cost the same amount, 2 shells. I should make it 3. But what's different is it takes a very long time to use all that up. So you can also use this with more rapid succession instead of having to, it still has a pretty big cooldown. You can't spam it by any means because it is an AoE attack. Okay, and then here's our Lich Reaper. It's been currently it still functions pretty similarly. I do have plans for involving it more, but I'll need scripts to be able to do it, or more plugin support. It sounds much cooler though. And firing it is pretty satisfying. So yeah, there's that. Actually has a crossbow now. Looks really cool. Now the down sprites weapons aren't done. That's because they weren't just readily supplied. I basically bashed all these sprites together from PJ's work, which is the default walking here and the running. I made this other one just by squishing it a little, like just moving 2 things down. So it's really simple, but it looks right. But the thing is, like I haven't been like there is actually like shadow dash animations. I have actually made holding stuff above your head animations, and we'll see that in a minute. Actually no, you can see it with 3. It's only for a split second, but you can actually see that she moves her arms up. Yeah, Yeah, it's very obvious there. But yeah, just been doing Menace as well. I've also got the climbing sprites and rope strafing sprites all done, so that's good. So we've got climbing, rope, and carrying sprites done, and it also functions as spellcasting. But yeah, like I've been making good progress. As you can see, the HUD's got another bar below the weapons, which are the power-ups. They're not all done yet, and I don't even have sprites for the last two yet. And I've got like, yeah, it's Fire Sucker, the Magic Bag, Red Cordial. It's hard to see, but that's the Quantum Apple, and that's the Perseverance Poster, which is activated now. Then you have new power-ups like the Bubble of the Anarchist, the Fire of Insanity, and the UIC, or whatever it is, Stealth Box, which is basically a thing for just crawling around in. I've already got the sprite for that done, but I haven't implemented the gameplay yet. So what else have we? Well, there's the Black Death, which is Nola's weapon, as you know, and as you can probably figure out, because it's got V1 under all these weapons I have. You can upgrade weapons now. I have already been implementing most things with that in mind. For example, once you upgrade your shotgun to V2, it will just have that icon there to be green, and it'll have V2 on it, instead of that typical yellow. And it'll also have different effects. Like I've already made sure that when you switch weapons, you switch to whichever one you have. You won't get multiples, so once you upgrade your weapon, that's it, it's upgraded. But all the upgrades are really fun. I'm really looking forward to working on making those as fun as I can. So here's the Black Death. As you can see, she actually goes into a shadow form. Shadow Dash and sprite when she sends it, which looks aesthetically pleasing because of the weapon. I have not yet updated the sprite for it. I will, because it's just like right now it's a 32 by 32 sprite, but it could be 48 by 48. So that is gonna happen. I just have to get around to it. And that's all the weapons I'm previewing right now. I could have shown the cleaver, but you already know what it does. This one here is the chakram, this one's the spear, and this one's a new one. Well, actually both of these are new, and that's the repulsor. And I'll talk more about it in future videos or whatever. That's a sword, that's also a new thing. A bomb glove is also a new thing. So yeah, that's pretty much it. It's very fast. You can basically shadow dash as well as shoot weapons. Shotgun's very fun to shadow dash with. Shadow dash, now we have 200 rounds. Shadow dash might have a 10 round cost, I'm not sure. Each pixel is 1 of 200. Most weapons cost a multiplicative amount of 10. Most anything does. So as you can see, this costs 20. But really, it's best just to think of it in single digits. So really, you have 20 rounds. And each shotgun shot takes 2. It might take 3 now that it does that multi-lane stuff. It's a very fun weapon. I'm really looking forward to playing around with it in the future. This one, very costly, but it's good for dealing with, as any of you who have played the previous iterations of this game, it's very good for dealing with the muzzles. And the Retriever is just great for sniping things. Does a fair amount of damage. It's a bit of a slower because you have to lock in the direction first. But you can still move forward. Yeah, you can now time doing it. And that's a bug. There we go, bug found. So that'll fix that. But yeah, basically if you press Shadow Dash while you're also shooting the Retriever, the two will basically have some sort of anomaly, and if you are holding down one of the movement buttons, sometimes it will actually give you just set your speed permanently to 6. I thought it fixed this by making it a wait command. but apparently not. But yeah, as you can see, you can actually stop the creeper. Because like you actually fix for the time it's been, yeah, shot. So it's pretty neat. So yeah, I've had good fun making that, making the sound design really fun, and wicked. See, now these don't sound just like swish, they actually have a bit of, you know, sound. I might change that in the future. I'll just go and sign pretty quick. So yeah, this has been the Bizarre Monkey, short preview of the gameplay in Perseverance. As you can see, it's not actually lagging at all. I'm pretty surprised. I was expecting it would be much worse, but keep in mind this is gonna be a lot different to when it's actually, you know, in a fully based game. Like, this is a simple map with no enemies. I'm just, yeah. Currently I'm waiting on collision support, so most of these weapons, they won't do anything to anything else. I basically am waiting on either one of my coders to make, convert the old script we used to NV, which would be the best, or for another collision script which doesn't take like 50,000 years to figure out how to use, to, you know, do basically what I need to do. Until then, I'm gonna keep like working on the things I can work on, which is, you know, weapons, HUD stuff, getting the power-ups sorted, all that kind of, you know, jazz. So yeah, this has been Bizarre Monkey. It's been good to talk to you fellas. Toodaloo.